It's Ricardo. I'm out here in Azle, Texas. I am working today. I'm out here in Azle, Texas. We have a huge garage clean out today. $1,000 job in White Settlement, Texas. And then I have an estimate I got to do for a big homeless encampment. And then I have some refrigerators I got to pick up. So that's pretty cool. Today I want to talk about ownership. It has its rewards and also has its headaches. Okay, definitely has its headaches. I'm out here on the 6 acres here in Azle, Texas, and this is pretty cool. The I have these tanks. I forgot what they're called. They for the restroom, the septic. So I had the septic guy come out here uh, yesterday. He was out here yesterday. He called me up and he said, Ricardo, you need electric before I can check your septic, but I can see your pipelines. So here's a line right here, and here's your other pipeline right here. And then that's the septic tanks right there. So that's pretty cool. The property came with the sewer lines and the septic. There used to be a motor home here, and I think they parked the motor home like somewhere around here. I'm not actually sure, but I know they parked it like somewhere around here. The motor home was here for years, and then the guys left, and then they sold me the property. So apparently that's how it happened. But ownership has its rewards. I've worked 18 years in this business. I've owned a couple of houses, but this will be my ultimate pride and joy. This will be my pride and joy. So I'm not going to be living in an apartment or living in and I think that's the mental part of this game, owning a business, is being able to know when it's time to move forward in your life, right? Knowing when it's time to look and see the value that people brought into your life, but not only that, but the value that this business has allowed you to bring those people into your life, right? And ultimately, some of the headaches will come with that. That's a given. That's a given. So, for instance, doing this for 18 years, I've ran across so many great things, so many cool videos, so many funny videos, so many controversial videos, so many things on a daily basis that happens to me in this business, but also that make decisions in my life, but in the business's life also. 18 years. I want you to think about 18 years. People won't pass this business in 5 years. About 90% of most of these business owners out here will not make it past 5 years. 90%. And what the hell is that? The reason for that is because they weren't ready for this business. They don't have enough jobs. They weren't never business people. See, people get in this business. Here's what happens. People get in this business and they think since they're doing good, like they'll start doing this business and they'll start doing really good, right? They'll have those economic numbers, those financial gains in this business, right? They'll start making money in this business. They'll start paying bills off. They'll make more money in this business than they'll never have ever. Ever, ever. Oh, here comes the electric company. So this is the electric company coming right now. They're right on time, just like he said he would. Oh, there he goes. He's going right past me. He went right past me. And people will make money in this business, but they'll never understand how to honestly run a business, how to be let me say, how do we say this? The overall business. You can make money in this business, but it's fixing those obstacles and those people that helped you get where you're at. That's where a lot of people run into problems. And being in this business for a year, 2, 3, 4 years is cool. Making money in this business is cool. But being prosperous in this business is totally different. Totally different. Listen, I got in this business. Oh, that guy's going all the way. He went all the way up the street. He went up there. So this property is for sale too. What I'm trying to say is this. This business has a lot of rewards, but there's a lot of downfalls in this business. It's being able to work that business to your advantage and make it work. I've worked with so many companies in the last 17 years. I have worked with hundreds of companies, hundreds of people. And I'm going to tell you something about those people. They've helped me build my business to what it is today. Every single person helped me build my business. My YouTube channel. If it wasn't for my YouTube channel, I would not be able to grow this business where I'm at right now. If it wasn't for my website, my powerful website, it would not. My powerful website allows me to make money and allows me to be prosperous, to take my business to a different level. And that different level was my haunted house. I moved my business to a, there's the, see if he sees me. Hey, this guy doesn't see me. I'm like right here in front of him. This is one of the problems. This is one of the problems right here. So he's putting my electric in today and he can't find me. And I'm trying to get in front of his. I'm like trying to wave him down. He won't look up. This guy, he's like right there. Look, there's his white truck way down there. And I know that this thing started, I've been doing YouTube for about 15 years now. And this thing started with my YouTube channel. My popularity of my channel, the popularity of my channel, not of me, the popularity of my channel helped me move forward. It helped me develop and grow my business to where it's at now. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for my business, and if it wasn't for my YouTube channel, I wouldn't have been able to expand to Austin, Houston, San Antonio, Tampa Bay, Nashville, and all the other pertaining cities across the U.S. North Texas, Arlington, Frisco, which is a perennial powerhouse, right? There's the electric guy right there. It wouldn't have allowed me to build and grow this business as big as it is. So, anyway, I got to meet with these two guys right now. Let's see what they say. And this business has its benefits, and the benefits is this property right here. The benefits is my haunted houses. The benefits.
Hello.
What's up, guys? How are y'all doing, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing a live video.
Uh-huh.
I run a YouTube channel too, man.
Oh, cool.
This is the electrical professionals right here. So y'all come out here to and where's y'all's encore clothes, man? Where's y'all just come out, y'all don't give a fuck, Morgan Wallen. Both of y'all.
Nuh-uh.
Y'all going to rodeo right after this shit. It's hilarious. So apparently, I think, I'm just gonna go out and think that they had a motorhome here. Not a motorhome, RV. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They had it parked like right there by the septics, and they ran an electric line to that. Okay. So it needs to just be straightened out. Yeah. the Encore. So Encore sends them out to plat the site to be sure they know we're gonna put the electric and stuff, and then see the lines from the poles. The line starts like right over there, goes to this pole, and then goes to this pole, and they got to straighten out that pole right there. Let's see where's that going.
So where are you wanting power? Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a customer-owned pole. So you'll need to call your service provider, whoever you're going to pay your electric bill to, and tell them you want to disconnect for now. And then...
Okay, so what's the other option? What do I have the other option? What's the other option?
Other option as in...
Let's say that wasn't there. Let's say that's not, I don't want the electric there.
Then you can set a whole new meter pole or meter rack over here.
I got to set it?
Yes, correct.
Before y'all even come out?
Correct.
So who's my electric?
Whoever you pay your electric bill to.
No, I don't have electric. No,
Who was the people paying the electric bill to?
I don't know.
You know.
I just bought the land, dude.
Then you can look up service providers in the area in Azle. Call them and tell them this address, and I'll give you the ESI number. And you'll tell them you want a move-out order on that account.
Move-out order.
Yeah.
All right, give me that ESI number.
I'll have to look it up whenever I have my computer. It won't be right now.
Oh, okay.
Right a second.
So I have to get the EIS number.
ESI.
ESI number.
Correct.
And that number is what?
That's just associated to this account, this property, and that's how they look up your account.
Okay.
The service provider. And then after that, once that's disconnected and rolled back, then you can straighten that out or put a new one. You'll have to make sure this is all up to standard.
I have to? Or my provider?
Your electrician would do that. Or you.
The fuck? That's what I called y'all out for. I don't know how to do this stuff.
Yeah, all that's been worked out anyways. This is all custom owned.
Oh, it is?
The breaker panel and then the meter base.
Okay.
The only thing Encore's going to put is the meter itself inside of this.
I
would
see.
honestly probably just restart.
Restart from the beginning.
Yeah, probably wouldn't even mess with this. This pole doesn't even look very good anyways.
Okay.
Unless you want to pull it out and move it somewhere. Where are you eventually wanting power to?
My house is going right there.
Going right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Then a better option would probably be
that wire's hot.
yes, sir. I assume this is going to be your driveway?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't even want a wire going over your driveway and all that,
Yeah.
you could put something here, like the same.
The same pole?
If you want to try, I don't know if the crews are going to approve that or not, with it being that old.
Oh, you mean the pole itself?
Yeah, I would just get a whole new pole.
Get a new pole.
Yeah, there's places, electrical stores.
Uh-huh.
Some of them you can call and see if they have any meter poles that are pre-built for Encore specs, and it has all of that on there. All you have to do is set it in the ground.
Oh, it has all that shit on there.
Yes, correct. That stuff an electrician does.
Okay.
The meter base and disconnect.
Yeah. And what would I call an electrician? I have an electrician. Okay. I do. I call him and I say, "Hey, bro."
Hey, can you set a meter pole?
Can you set a meter pole?
Yep, correct.
Okay.
And then the email I sent you has an ESG attached to it to ensure that you have the correct meter base on page 56 or 52.
Yeah.
It starts all the approved Encore meter bases.
Yeah, because I didn't even get page 1.
Page 1?
No, I didn't even read it. No.
You just need to skip to page 56.
56, okay. Shit. Okay. So I use the ESI number that you're going to give me in an email.
Correct.
And then I call my company, whoever I'm going to hire.
Whoever you're going to pay the electric bill to. Correct.
Which I don't have any yet. Do you know who's out here?
No idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay, so I'll ask the neighbor.
Yeah, whoever. You can just look up electrical providers in Azle area.
Yeah, I'll ask that guy over there.
Give you.
And then I call my electric guy. I say, hey, I need you to send me a meter pole.
Yep.
Can you set it here? And then he'll charge me and I have to pay him.
Correct.
And then set it here. He'll put up the meter pole. And then I call my electric company.
Yep, and you're gonna tell them you're ready for the move-in order, and that's when I'll give you. You'll probably just call the disconnect on this since that's already created, and I'll give you that ESI. And once you have this new one set, tell them you're ready for the move-in order on that, or the reconnect.
Okay. Shit.
But when you call your service provider, tell them you need it rolled back.
I need it rolled back.
Yeah, because all this will need to just go back to the pole.
Okay.
You need it completely moved out. The meter base is already removed. You'll have to tell them that.
Yeah.
Or the meter itself's already removed. You just need the line, the service wire.
Let me ask you this question. This is going to be a really stupid question. What doesn't stop me from calling my electrician and saying, hey, dude, just put me electric. That wire's hot right now. And me never paying electric in my life.
Our claims department,
What's that mean?
they would see that you're pulling electricity through.
Well, nobody fucking comes by here, man.
No, our system automatically can tell.
Can tell.
Yeah, where electricity is getting
Pulled from.
Yeah. So if it's just coming over here and there's no meter, it'll automatically know.
That wire's been hot for years, man.
Yeah. But there's nothing drawing load on it. It's
No.
not pulling anything.
No, I hit my van with it and it sparked. I was wondering because I think someone was stealing electricity out of there at one point.
Possibly.
You know? Because I cut some, when I first bought the property, I cut some electrical cords from it. I mean, it was like it is right now, but there was electrical cords running to these, you know, guys back there, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, that seems like it's going to be a fucking process now. So, hey, Tri-County Electric, I need you to roll back, and I need a move-out order right here in this shit.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll call my guy, and I'll say, hey, bro, I need to set me a meter pole. And then he's going to give me a big-ass bill. Right. Okay. That's awesome. Can't wait to spend more money on shit that I can't afford.
And then, do you have a pole saw or anything? I would try to just trim some of these branches back.
Yeah, I can do that.
Down off that, like,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
all the way to the wire.
Yeah.
But you see that one that's right under it?
Yeah,
the
I see
bigger
that,
branch?
yeah.
I would try to just remove that one.
Okay.
And then any of these smaller ones right under it.
Yeah, I can do that this weekend. I'll do that this weekend. That's not a problem. You want me to scale back a little over there too?
Over there, it should be fine.
Okay.
Just be more worried about where they're going to try to make connections and everything
Right.
when the crew gets out here.
So that pole's pretty old, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you can always try to pull it, and then that meter base and disconnect for sure aren't going to work.
Oh,
Everything's been gutted out of that, and
yeah.
that would be a puzzle to even try to figure out
Okay.
itself. So definitely take those off. You could try to put that pole here,
Uh-huh.
and then
All
put
that
a
new
meter
shit.
base on
Yeah, that's
it and
what I'm going to
stuff,
do.
and
I'll
then
keep the
call
fucking
it.
pole because the pole's there. It doesn't look like it's going to break in half or anything.
No, it probably should be fine.
Yeah. And then tell my guy just to give me all that shit new.
Yeah.
And set it down right here.
Correct.
Right here. You would recommend right here.
Where's your property line? Over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 4 acres that way.
I mean, anywhere right here is fine.
Yeah,
Just
anywhere.
don't go like way back there because that's going to be too far of a run. Because technically this is too far of a run.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If you were to try to rehook it up right there,
Mhm.
they'd probably deny it, saying it's too far.
Okay.
Saying.
So this is pretty close. From
Yes,
that
sir.
pole to this
Yeah,
pole.
this will be good.
Okay. You were asking me about underground. What do you mean when you said underground?
Underground?
Is it going to be overhead or underground?
This will be overhead.
Yeah.
We could do underground, but that would require tree trimming all down that pole. I mean, that's an option if you want, but that
Yeah.
takes 10 extra business days on Encore's end.
Yeah.
Because we'll do the underground install of conduit and wire.
And y'all charge me for that shit?
No. That comes out of an allowable.
I don't know what you just said. Is that your dog?
No.
Fucking dog. And he comes over here and takes off running all the time. I don't know why. Okay. Then that's what I'll do. So you think I should call my electric or the rollback company first? Doesn't really matter, right? Because homeboy, the night electric can just bring that pole, set it here.
That's the
My electric.
electrician?
Yeah, he can set
Okay.
the pole, get it ready.
And then the electrical provider is just going to be whoever. I can try to look it up right now if you want me to.
Yeah, sure. If you don't mind, brother.
And then I have a page so you can look and see what a permanent meter pole is supposed to look like.
Okay. That's crazy. So I cannot use that. So I'm gonna call my electrician, the same guy that worked on the haunted house in Fort Worth. I'll call him up and I'll ask him just to put a pole there. That'll be cool. So I'm gonna put a pole there. I'll get back to my video in just a second. He's gonna send me some stuff. Gotta find out. Pretty nice guys. I mean, come on, I don't know what I'm doing, right? That's the first time knowing what I'm doing. You need a pen and paper or something? Or y'all got that? There we go. It needs to find a home.
This is all the specs for basically what's already out in the field right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna keep that pole, I mean, obviously you wouldn't need to install a new pole. You could just put that one in a different area, but this is all the specs that you'd need.
How do I get this information? That's what you sent me, Bruce?
Yes, that's on the ESG. It should be on the email. Did I send you load sheets? Did I send you an email?
Yeah, you sent me an email.
It should have had that attached with load sheets.
Oh, really? Okay.
But that'll be on page.
If not, I'll just email you back and you can send it to me.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. And plus, an electrician knows, right?
They should know. I would just make sure that he knows to for sure put a meter base that's up to Encore standards.
Okay, Encore
And that's
standards.
where-
When was the last time this book was updated?
Probably a couple months ago.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, it gets updated a lot. So you got 120, it's temporary, overhead or underground, 2240. If you want a 200 amp meter base, this is for overhead or underground, and this is what you would need. It would be this part number, one of these part numbers.
Okay.
And one of these manufacturers. There's a manufacturer, there's a part number. And you can take up to 1 2-inch conduit, because we don't do any halves or anything.
Okay. You're going to look up who owns my electric, right?
No, I'm just going to try to look up the ESI number.
Okay. I'm going to finish up this video. Will you yell for me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that just got more complicated. A lot more complicated. So now I got to spend some money on some electrician. You know, I expected it anyway. That's just part of it, right? It's just part of it, so it's not a big deal. I mean, this was not something I wasn't expecting. But not to use that pole, I didn't expect that. So we're gonna move that pole over here. So let me tell you what's going on with the pole. It's just crooked. It's right there. Right there. That pole is leaning that way. And we're gonna move that pole right over here. It's better that we move it here because the house is getting built right here. So the house is going right here. And then the outdoor barn is going right here. And the patio is going right here. So there's going to be an outdoor barn upstairs with the patio. So that's going right there. So the actual house is going there and the barn is going right here. So I put the barn away from the house because it was better for just to walk out here and not have it near the house, right? Oh, by the way, I do not have a garage in the house. I don't have a garage of any type in the house. So I'll just have to walk over and put everything in the barn right here. And back there, this is pretty cool. Back there is where we get to store all the goats. We're gonna have goats and pigs and two cows. They're gonna go back there. We're gonna put a fence and block it up. Dude, it's so huge back there. I don't even want to walk back there. It's scary. But We got some goats coming in 2 weeks. 2 weeks goats are coming in. I get about 4 of them for free from my neighbor, and they'll cut the grass. They will decimate all the grass on this property. I mean, they're just gonna get rid of this grass. So I'm gonna check on them, and the neighbor will bring them over, and then he'll check on them, and then take them back over there and bring them back over here, bring them back and forth week after week, and see how much of grass they've cut. But these goats, I mean, these goats are animals. They like eat everything, and they'll trim down every tree, which is really cool. But this is pretty cool because we had to clear this land out. The contractor came this week and he said, dude, you need flat land. And I don't know what else to tell you, but dude, check this land out. It is awesome. It is flattened. Look at this. Look how it's flattened. Benefits. And we're talking about that in this video, about some of the rewards that you have in junk removal and some of the obstacles that you have in junk removal. I'm going to tell you this right here. Yeah, it took 18 years to do it, but here's going to be the difference. I'm 50. I'm about to be 50 years old this year. I'm 49 right now, and when I'm done with this property, everything's going to be paid for. Everything. I'm not going to finance anything. I'm not going to have a bill. And when I'm 60, everything's going to be cool, man. I know a lot of people like to finance things. They want to finance a barn. They want to finance the cement, the house. They want to use credit cards for stuff. I'm not going to. I'm going to pay it all off in full. I'm going to pay for this pole in full. You can finance the pole. He was, I'm not going to do any of that stuff at all. What I'm going to do is pay for it all cash, get it all done, and bring the value of this property up, and one day leave it for my kids after I'm gone. But junk removal did this to me. Junk removal provided this for me. It provided the 2 haunted houses that I own. It provided the income that I have. But hard work came with that. Befriending people came with that. Losing relationships came with that. It's a part of business, right? It's a part of life. Listen, guys, I hear some horror stories out there all the time about business, about life, and separate. God, I have a friend who, him and his wife fought for the house, and the house wasn't paid off, and then it landed on someone's credit, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Go, dude, that's not going to be a part of anything I'm going to deal with." You know what I mean? I don't want to have to deal with that stuff. They're separating credit cards. I remember talking to my brother. My brother's been divorced, and they had to separate the credit card bill. So he had like a bad credit. I mean, not bad credit. He had like a credit line of $15,000, and she incurred 75 of it. He incurred 75 of it. They had another credit card that had like $10,000. He incurred 5 of it. She incurred the other 5 of it. They had a lease. They had a lease on an apartment, and he incurred half the lease. She incurred half the lease. She had to move out. They didn't want to break the lease. I mean, so many things like that, right? The smallest things that you could think of happened. Oh, they had a car together. You know what I mean? And just the separation of everything that goes on when people separate. But like I said, there's challenges in business. There's challenges in life, and this is just a challenge right here. That's all this is. And I'm looking forward to, I'm going to concentrate on building this barnuminium here, putting the warehouse over here, moving stuff, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. You get to share it with your family, you get to share it with your friends. When it's said and done, it'll be awesome. I got your text.
All right, I was able to submit it, so you don't have to call for that part.
For what part?
Getting removed.
Oh shit!
I was able to submit it through our system.
Okay, cool.
Usually it won't let me, but this one did for some reason. Maybe because it's been disconnected for a certain amount of time. But when you have the new one set, that ESI number, that's who you'll call the service provider and tell them you're ready for the move-in order. This is outside city limits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, there's no restrictions here or anything.
Yeah, then you'll be good. Just set the new pole.
Set the new pole.
Set on there. Trim that back, and then call your service provider and give them that number for the move-in order.
Okay, then I'll call my electrician right now.
All right, awesome.
Hey guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one, man. Be careful.
Yep.
All right, cool, man. He was able to submit it to roll it back, and that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna move that pole. They're gonna disconnect that pole and they're gonna move it right over there. Hey, boss man, is this wire just gonna sit on the ground or what?
No, they'll roll it all the way back to the pole.
Oh yeah, they'll lace it up, right?
And if they do leave it down, they'll disconnect it from being hot.
All right, cool. Someone's coming out here to disconnect it from being hot and roll it back. I don't know what the hell they're saying, but that's pretty cool. Some of the challenges that you see in this business are going to be some of the jobs you go through, some of the work that you go through, some of the flat tires, some of the dumping fees. In 18 years, I figured out a lot of things. I figured out a lot of things, which makes my business very stable, very profitable. But I'll be honest with you, one of the biggest things that changed everything with me was, of course, my haunted house has been a huge, to my favor. It's been a huge part of my life. I've worked a lot. I want to retire from this business at about 55 years old, right? I just want to be done with it and not have to work, not have to wake up every day, and then wake up every day and then have to worry about where my next dollar's coming from, or wake up every day and have a bill, an encore bill from an electric company. I don't want to do that. I don't want to live like that. My dad retired when he was about 65 because he ended up getting cancer, right? And he wasn't able to enjoy the life that he wanted. He came to work with me all the time, like I do to Maddie. So I'm 49 and I'm working with Maddie, not caring about junk removal anymore. I'd rather spend time with my sons than do that. It's a whole journey that junk removal takes you on, right? But I will guarantee you something. I tell you this right now. I guarantee you something. By the end of this year, there's going to be a building there, a black barndominium with 1,000 square feet of patio, and we're going to have goats on the property. We're going to have a barn here. By 2026, we'll have a barn here. But my concentration is right now that house, to build a house. I'm going to call my electrician right now. I'm going to call my electrician, talk to him about setting a pole here, getting it up and running. I'm ready for the challenge. I'm ready to grow this business, but grow this property too. Check it out, man. We cleared that up because I decided to put a barn there. We're going to put a big old barn there with a patio. It's going to be overlooking the property. And then my house here. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to it. Those guys were pretty cool, man. They were pretty cool. I mean, what are they going to do? Oh, everything's legal, you know? That was a long shot. But hard work. I will tell you this, and this is true. Dreams, hard work, having that perspective, that prospect in life, loyalty, brings value to everything you do. I got an email. Oh shit, I got an email. Yes, I got an email right here. I got an email right here. You know, not an email, a text right here. And I get these like once every 2 months, once every 3 months. But I've got a lot the last few. Here it is. Here goes. And this is the kind of stuff that I get from other companies, okay? I'm not going to say their name. Hey, what's up? This is blank from a junk removal service. I just watched this morning walkthrough video, and I would like to keep in touch more and be more of a friendship under your mentorship. With these small changes that I've done, when I talked with you the last year, this month, was at a new all-time high and clearly most profitable 4 years in business. I had ads at one point of 6K, 16,000, but very little profit, Ricardo. My expenses and everything was as such. This month, I made $18,000, 80% of that I kept in my pocket. What you do and say matter, and you, sir, have changed my life financially and my family's. Help me make profitable to where now, where I go into restaurants, I no longer care what the price is. And you taught me that. Yourself, and it's amazing feeling, and your advice is what I did, brother. Thank you so much. Right there. It's really cool. I got one last week. People just appreciating the work that I've done. Hey, my name is blank. I appreciate everything you do on your videos. I've also made some of the policies that you've integrated in your videos to my business. And we are so, you know what? I didn't read this. Let me say that. So appreciative of all the stuff that you do. I'm here in the Florida area. Thank you so much for all your help. Me and my wife watch your videos all the time. We think it's so hilarious. You and Orson are crazy. We appreciate all the hard work that y'all put into this stuff. Thank you so much, and God bless your family. Well, that's pretty cool. YouTube and Junk Guys have done that. They've helped out so much. These comments that I get are very highly appreciated. They're so motivating. The first one that I read to you is the rewards. The rewards you get from junk removal. And the promise that one day everything will be okay. And that one day there'll become a time that after 18 years in this business, that things will change for everyone. Like I said, guys, junk removal is a tough business. It is a business where you have to have loyalty, you have to have trust, you have to be honest. Junk removal. But you also have to be smart, and you have to be hardworking. From your family to your friends to your coworkers. Damn, I'm out here by myself. It's cool, man. You get to hear all the birds and the roosters in the back, the dogs up the street. Yeah. I'm gonna call my electrician. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call my electrician, get electricity, get this ball rolling. The cement guy was supposed to come by, but he never did. I'm gonna go by his house. He only lives 2 houses down. He has an awesome pad. Ugly house, but awesome pad. Yeah, man. Pretty cool, huh? We gotta burn that. There's gonna be a house out here in about a year. I'm gonna throw a big old party out here. Invite all my family, invite all the junk removal companies, have them come out here and just enjoy a big old barbecue and enjoy the hard labor and the hard work that they helped me out with to get to where I'm at right now. Yep. All right, guys. I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for staying tuned with me, guys. Whoa, I was on here for a while. I gotta get out of here. I gotta call my electrician. Come out here, put a pole on this property. And I got my workout shoes all dirty. Damn it. Shouldn't have worn these, but I brought my other work shoes. See you later, man.